Hello everyone, welcome to SI UK India webinar. Thank you for joining us today. We are now live with the Henley Business School. We have Kritika Gupta with us today who will let us know more about this special webinar session. Please feel free to post all the questions in the chat box on the right. We will answer all the questions after the presentation during the Q&A session. So let's start. Over to you, Kritika.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Deepika. It's always great to be on the SI UK platform. A very good afternoon to all of you watching, and I really hope you find this presentation extremely useful. To just give you a very short introduction about me, I'm Kritika Gupta. I'm the in-country officer for Henley Business School and also the Indian Alumni Chapter head. So if you have any queries regarding Henley Business School, you can always feel free to reach out to me. I will be sharing my contact details towards the end of the presentation, and you can feel free to reach out to me either via email or text me or call me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. So now to just take you on my Henley Business School journey, I did my MSc Entrepreneurship from Henley Business School, and I graduated in the year 2019. And I must tell you that it was one of the best years of my life. And it is something that I would highly recommend to everyone, especially those who are looking to study abroad for 1 year and try to make the most, not just for your professional growth, but also for your personal development. Before we begin the presentation, I'm sure a lot of you were really excited to be a part of the quiz, which is going to take place towards the end of the session. So I would request everyone to either download the Kahoot app or open it in your web browser and keep it ready. And I would suggest that you use your registered name with SI UK to identify you correctly in case you win the quiz. So now to tell you about our location, Henley Business School has two main campuses in the UK. One is in Reading and the other is Henley on Thames. Our Reading campus is just about 25 minutes away from London by train. And our Henley on Thames campus, that's the Greenlands campus, is about 40 minutes away from Heathrow by road and about 70 minutes away from London by train. The really interesting part about staying in Reading is that you are so close to exciting places like not just London, but also Bicester, Oxford, Southampton, places easily accessible to you by the train, the excellent train network that's there in Reading. So to just give you a little more information about Reading as a place, it is Silicon Valley of UK, and it is the third best city in the UK for digital technology. So one thing that I experienced as a student by staying in Reading, it's that it's so close to London that you have the best of both worlds. One, you're very close to the financial hub of the world, and exciting places to shop, eat, and so on. But still so very close to nature, where over the period of time, like over the period of the presentation, I will share pictures of the campus and you will notice how amazing the campus is. So yes, our university is a campus-based university where you have all kinds of facilities on campus itself. Whether it's a gym, a cooperative store, a bank, a barber shop, or even bubble tea. So you get everything on campus and you don't really have to step out of the campus unless you really want to. Now, in addition to this, there are also thousands and thousands of SMEs and startups which are present in Reading. Apart from big companies having their headquarters like 3M, Hebrew, Oracle, Prudential, Microsoft, all the headquarters located in Reading itself. So what you see on your screens now are pictures from our White Knights campus. And like I mentioned earlier, like we have a very beautiful lake on campus. We have all kinds of accommodation facilities as well.
Hi, Kritika.
So,
Sorry to.
I'm not
Your voice is lagging.
sure if you can screen the pictures?
No, even the presentation is not visible. Can you please try without turning off your video?
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah. Even the
Is the
presentation.
presentation
No, not at all. Can you please share it again?
should I stop the screen share in that case?
Yeah, stop it and then share it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it visible now?
Not yet. No, yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. So sorry about the technical glitch, and thank you so much, Deepika, for assisting me. So what you see on your screens now are pictures from our White Knights campus. Ours is a campus-based university, and you have all kinds of facilities available on campus. And one thing that I would want to share is that living on campus is something that I personally absolutely loved. So the reason being, you have all kinds of facilities on campus, and you have access to the hall's hotline, which is a facility where in case you have any kinds of issues in halls, you can directly reach out to them, and this facility is available 24/7. So even if it's 3 o'clock in the night that you need any sort of help, you can always give them a call, and they'll be more than happy to help you. The pictures on the screen that you see now are pictures from our Greenlands campus, which is just on the banks of River Thames. So this is where our executive programs are taught, and it's again, a very, very beautiful place. And for a lot of your master's programs, you will end up going to this campus at least once, and you will see, you will definitely get to enjoy the beauty of this place as well. We believe that business, culture, and communities come to life when knowledge is shared. And this is something we truly believe in inculcating in all the students at Henley Business School. Okay, and we were founded in the year 1945. We are a AAA accredited business school, which means we have accreditations from leading bodies in the UK, US, and Europe, that is AACSB, EQUIS, as well as AMBA. We're only one of the 100 business schools in the world to hold this accreditation, and we're very happy to share this with you all. Now coming to the Alumni Network, and this is something which I feel very happy sharing. Reason being, I am the Indian Alumni chapter head, and this is something that has been on our agenda since a long time. That is to strengthen the network of the alumni community here in India. So our alumni network is it's currently 84,000 strong. Mentorship program where you will be guided by a professional who you would want, like say, a field that you are interested in. And here you will be discussing issues, objectives, and future plans, which you will be guided through the entire process. You will also be getting, and this not just helps you in getting better in the field that you're interested in, but it also helps you in expanding your network across your profession. Now, something which a lot of you are waiting to hear, that's about the rankings. We are ranked number 7 in the UK and number 39 in the world for our Masters in Finance programs, and number 11 in the UK and 38 in the world for a Masters in Management program. These are the two programs I will be stressing more on a little later in the presentation. So if you have any doubts regarding any of the programs, you can feel free to ask me in the question section, and Deepika will be helping me with that towards the end of the presentation. So ours is a campus-based university, and we have all kinds of accommodation available on campus. Whether you are a mature student, you have recently graduated, you're coming with your partner, or whether you're coming with a family, we have different kinds of accommodation available for all kinds of students. And we offer both catered as well as self-catered accommodation. Now, these locations, the main campus of room that you choose, depending on the budget, depending on whether it's catered or self-catered, and how long you are willing to stay. Different kinds of accommodations have different kinds of costs, and you can definitely check out the different options that are available on the website. So now the approach that we followed in 2020, 2021 was a hybrid model. That is, some lectures were face-to-face and some were online workshops. And we're very, it's something nice that we eventually moved to full face-to-face seminars now. And there's as much as interaction as possible with the professors and students and everyone. And you are working on live projects together. Now to share some of the key highlights and something which I would highly recommend to all the students is to use all the facilities that are available to you while you're there. Like, you should definitely make the most of the 1 year that you have of studying abroad and making the most out of it. And this involves even using the library. Because I understand that there are several people who are like, no, library is not fun, it's not interesting. But you must look at the library that is available at the Henley Business School. It is absolutely, it's a place which you'd want to spend time in, have your study sessions, have group sessions. And this the library also gives you access to thousands of e-journals, e-books, and databases, which are generally available on a pay subscription model, but these are available to students free of cost. In addition to this, I would also recommend that you join as many clubs and societies as possible, whether and depending on your interests. So we have over 150 clubs and societies, 51 sports teams, including 51 sports teams, and more than 100 societies in different fields of interest. So whether you're interested in arts, politics, different cultures, faith, hobbies, interests, like there's a society which caters to everyone's interest, basically. Now, to give you my personal example, I was a part of the marketing society, the business society, entrepreneurship society. So these societies help you in meeting people of similar interests. So what happens during these is that you interact with the people you're meeting over there and expand your network in the field that you are interested in. What this does is it connects you to several people in not just the same industry, but also with the same mindset. And this is, again, one thing which Henley really focuses on is improving your network, and having, being a part of societies in itself, a really amazing thing. So our dedicated student union is called the Reading University Student Union, or RUSU for short. And it's a place where people eat, drink, shop, socialize when you aren't studying. Deepika, I hope my voice is clear.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you so much, Deepika.
Yeah.
So, and now coming to the support services. So we have different kinds of support services that is available to all students. We understand that, different students come from different academic backgrounds. And to help in bridging this gap, there are dedicated academic services which are available. And, because the system of education probably coming from to the one that you have come to, they might have a slight gap. So again, sharing examples are the best way to learn from something. So for example, like studying in the Indian system of education and going to the British system of education was a slight change for me. And I did approach the study advice team, and I saw a tremendous improvement in my overall percentage, which helped me graduate with a distinction. So I would definitely say that try approaching them, book your appointments, and make the most of it. Make the most of not just your education, but also finding ways of improving your basically personal development. And you are given plenty of opportunities throughout the week, throughout the days, to do so. The other thing is stressing on the career advice. This is again something which has been useful to literally all the students who have gone ahead with it. The career services are given for a period of 5 years in total. That's 1 year when you're studying with us, and for 4 years post your graduation. Now, you'd ask me, what are the different kinds of career services that are included in, the career advice team? So whether it's having a look at your CV, conducting several mock interviews for you, or organizing different networking events where you get to interact with, people from different industries at different positions, coming and sharing their commercial insights with you, and having a chance to, speak to them and learn from them towards the end of the session. So these are the multiple things that are done in addition to career fairs, which are held throughout the year. During these career fairs, you get to meet different kinds of companies, and you get to learn what the companies have to offer to you, and they get to learn what you have to offer to them. And again, focusing on personal and professional development. So your goal should be to, improve both, not just on the professional front. Of course, you will be doing that when you're studying with us, but also on the personal front, which you definitely can do if you attend these sessions that I'm talking about. Now, in addition to all of this, what, as students, when you're going to study abroad, what we look for is different, when you have spare time available with you, that's part-time jobs. So to help the students in getting there are 2 dedicated websites that are available. One is Campus Jobs, which helps the students in finding roles and opportunities on campus. And the other
Kritika, your voice is breaking now.
jobs online, which helps students in finding jobs.
Hi, Kritika, your voice is breaking.
And around Reading.
Hello.
So the students can sign up. Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, now it is better, but like for 30 seconds.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but before like 30 seconds, it was totally breaking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, great. I have no idea what's wrong with the network today. Okay, so now to share the career opportunities that are available with you. This is again something you should look at, the kind of part-time roles that are available. So again, like I mentioned, Campus Jobs is for finding jobs on campus, that is within the campus itself. And My Jobs Online is a website which helps you in finding roles around campus, or even around Reading, for example. And this is something that I would say that you should focus on towards probably as soon as you come to UK, because
Kritika, your voice is not coming. Kritika, we cannot hear
on your CV, either when you decide to come back to India, or when
Kritika, we cannot hear you. Hello. Hello. Hi, Kritika.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Still it is blurred. It is blurred. The voice is blurred now. Kritika, we cannot hear you. Even now. And also the presentation is not visible. Hello, Kritika, are you there? Can you try rejoining again?
Okay. Hello, Deepika, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah, Deepika, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh,
Now,
this.
no, it is coming blur, and then some of your words are audible. Then after it is like fully gone. Voice is not coming. Hello.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, can you hear
Still, it is breaking. Very blur. No, we cannot hear you.
I'm not sure
Kritika, your voice is not
why this is happening.
sorry for the inconvenience. I think Kritika will be joining us again right now. Please bear with me. She has some technical issue. We'll sort it out within seconds. Hello, Kritika, can you hear me?
Hello, Deepika. Can you hear me
I can
now?
hear you, but your voice is not clear. It is very blurred and it's lagging so much.
Okay, wait 1 second. Let me just try fixing this as soon as possible.
Now it is coming clear. You can share the presentation.
Okay, great. Let me just share the presentation with you. In the meanwhile, if there are any questions, could you please share those with me?
Yes, do you want me to like copy paste it in the chat box, or do you want me to just dictate it?
You can just dictate the questions.
Okay, perfect. So the first question the student is asking is about, do we need to have 4 years of bachelor's to enroll for the master's?
No, so you don't have to have a 4 years of bachelor's to enroll for a master's. You can enroll for for a master's program, even if you have a 3 years bachelor's degree. That should be absolutely fine.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question: what resources are available for MBA students? What is the size of the alumni network? Do current students get opportunities to engage with the network while in the MBA program? If so, how?
Okay, so could you please ask the first bit? So, talking about the different kinds of alumni that are present, we have over 84,000 alumni spread all across the world in over 160 countries. And that's the student with the alumni. And in the coming days, if you are an offer holder, we are inviting all the offer holders who are currently enrolled with us to attend a session with us, and this is going to be happening in places like Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore, and you will get to meet the alumni as well. In addition to that, we also
Hello, Kritika. We cannot hear you now. Hello.
yeah.
Your voice is breaking. We cannot hear you. Hello, Kritika. We cannot hear you. Not even a word.
Can you hear me now?
No, Kritika, the voice is coming blurred.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yes. So to just repeat what the student had asked, we have a dedicated place where they can chat to our current students on the website. It's called Chat to Our Students section, where they can speak to any of our current students and ask any sort of questions that they have.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question. Yeah, please give advice on your application process and chances for acceptance.
Sure. So our application process is very simple. And if you already have someone at SIUK, they will definitely help you out with the entire process. The first step will be to assess what kind of program that you are interested in, and the second step would be to assess how whether you will enjoy the modules, how helpful they will be in your career path. And the process will be you'll have to apply on the website itself. Now, the acceptance depends on your percentage, your if you do have work experience or no, and the strength of your SOP. So the documents required would be your statement of purpose, letter of recommendations, and of course your transcripts and the other documents which will be asked by the admissions committee.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question: is cybersecurity available?
So what part of cybersecurity? If you could just help me out with that, please.
They have they're asking what the courses related to that.
Sure. So if you are looking at programs which are IT related, we do have 4 programs which are IT related. And this includes programs like business technology consulting, and within the field of IT. It also includes topics like information management and digital business. Within that, we have 3 different pathways: digital innovation, big data and business, and digital health and data analytics. So cybersecurity will be one of the modules within this, but not a complete subject in itself.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question: is it possible to apply for scholarship directly before the fees submission?
Yes, you can apply for scholarship before receiving before paying up the deposit. The only condition for applying for scholarship is that you need to hold an offer for one of your chosen MSc programs, and that's the only that's the first step of requirement. But remember that your deposit paying will have a deadline, so you should pay up the deposit before your offer lapses.
Thanks, Kritika. The next question is the Covid vaccine approved in the UK? Do we need to get a booster shot before flying?
Sure. For this kind of question, what I would suggest is to please have a look at the latest updates on the UKVI website. And that will be the best place to guide you for any vaccination related information.
Thank you. The next question. Can a visually imparted student so they can can a visually imparted student take admission in Henley?
That depends on what level the visual impartation is, and what I would suggest for this is that we have a dedicated team which handles this section. What I can do is I will share my email ID and contact number towards the end of the presentation once I'm able to connect again on the slides. So what I would suggest for this is you can drop them an email and discuss your case with them, and they'll be more than happy to help you with this.
Thanks, Kritika. The next question. For international students, is there any help to find the job in the UK after graduation or during the studies?
Sorry, Deepika, could you please repeat that?
Yeah. For the international student, is there any help to find jobs in the UK after graduation or during the course?
Yes. So for this, we have a dedicated team, which is the careers team, and for those who have graduated or still studying with us. For example, I graduated in 2019, and I still have access to the careers team. Now, the careers team will help the students throughout the entire process of the only thing is that the students need to be proactive and make an appointment with them. So these services are available for a period of 5 years in total, 1 year when the student is studying with us, and for 4 years post their graduation. And this includes whether it's having a look at their CV or conducting mock interviews for them and helping them assess. For example, when I had gone to the career advice team, they had done a detailed test for me to understand my strengths, my weaknesses, how I can build upon my strengths, and how I can, reduce my weaknesses. So this is something which helped me a lot personally as a student, and it's something which I carry forward to this date.
Thanks, Kritika. The next question. Please tell the pros and cons, if any, of studying business at Henley.
Something that I had done my master's in entrepreneurship, and to talk about the number one pro, what I experienced was that there's extreme focus on practical oriented learning rather than just theory alone. So one thing that's, I found to be extremely different when you compare the Indian system of education, you learn through practical exposure rather than just theory alone. So that was the number one pro, according to me. And second was that you get access to so many different kinds of entrepreneurs, not just entrepreneurs, but also different companies, because Reading to a world where you have easy access to all kinds of companies, and not just that, because it's known as the Silicon Valley of the UK. So you have a lot of startups and a lot of big companies, and you have easy access to these because they are located in Reading itself. So that's again one of the biggest pros what I experienced, and of being close to London. And the other pro would be the location itself. So it's a campus-based university. You don't have to step out unless you really want to. And about the cons, what I would say is, what can I say? Okay, I think one con that I would say is that, for example, it was very personal to me, was the food. So I didn't enjoy cooking, but I actually end up meeting so many people who, you cook together. So eventually the con became a pro, because you end up meeting people of similar interest who you cook together. So initially that was a con for me, which turned out to be a pro eventually. So these are some of the things that I would want to share as a student of, or rather as an alumni of Henley School.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question. I just wanted to know which campus will be studying our master's program, and do we have any WhatsApp group for the students joining in September 2022?
So that's a great question. You will be studying at the White Knights campus, which is in Reading. That's 30 minutes from London by train. And that's the campus with a beautiful lake. And one thing I would suggest to all the students here is make sure you visit the lake every day, because if you decide to come back to India, you will definitely the lake a lot. Walk around the campus and make the most of it. And now coming to the second part of his question, his or her question is there will be a WhatsApp group for those students who we have a WhatsApp group every year, and we do have meetups. So if you are a student who is already enrolled with us and you are in any of the cities like Delhi, Bombay, or Mumbai, please do get in touch. And we are planning on having a physical meet as well. So we'll be very happy to host you there. And regarding the WhatsApp group, it'll probably be created sometime in the month of early May or late May. So please do share your details. I'll be happy to add you on the WhatsApp group.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question. Can you talk about MSc Accounting and Finance for experienced chartered accountant with about 5 years of experience and scholarship values on merit basis?
So when you're talking about like someone who's already finished their chartered accountancy and right?
Hello?
Yeah, Deepika, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Could you please elaborate on the question? I'm not too sure. Are they focusing on, do they want to know about the scholarship opportunities, or are they looking at knowing about the MSc Finance
the question again. Like, can you talk about MSc Accounting and Finance experience chartered accountant with almost 5 years? Like, she's interested in accounting and finance, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, for MSc program, and also she has 5 years experience in the chartered accountant field. So she's asking about scholarship as well and the merit basis, if anything related to merit basis, they have any values.
Great. So yes, all our scholarships are actually on merit basis. So if you are someone with great work experience, great academic background, or if you have any extracurricular or co-curricular activities, please do apply for scholarships, because we are looking for students who not just come from meritorious background, but these kind of students also enhance the quality of the cohort and have a lot to bring into the cohort itself. So yes, you definitely can make the application for the accounts and finance programs and apply for the scholarship as well. But remember, it will also be dependent on your bachelor's score in addition to your work experience.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question. The student who was asking about the cybersecurity course, she only asked that cybersecurity like the part of ethical hacking.
So what I would suggest is that if you can just drop me a query on the email I will be sharing towards the end of the presentation, that will be very, very helpful, because I can have a check with the University of Reading, we are part of the University of Reading, and see if they have a specific course that's of interest to you.
Thanks, Kritika. The next question. What would an employer look out for a candidate for sponsoring?
See, that depends on the level of, the level that you are applying to, and the company that you're applying to, and also when you're applying. So there are a lot of questions that come in addition to what exactly the employer is looking for when it comes to this. So the best people to go to in your advice team, because they are the best at answering these kind of questions.
Thank you. The next question. When can we expect the university to start issuing CAS letters?
So generally the CAS is issued between 3 and 4 months before the start date. So if you've already paid your deposit, submitted your passport, and have received the unconditional offer, you should expect your CAS sometime in the month of June.
Thanks, Kritika. The next question. What is the average salary we can expect after completing management international business?
Great. So salary is again a very subjective question. Reason being, it all depends on the background the student is coming with, the kind of role the student is applying to, what experience in that respective field in which they've applied holds value to the role that they've currently applied to, and also the country that they're applying to post their masters. So it's again it's very subjective and role dependent as well as experience dependent. So very subjective question again.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question.
Deepika, if it's fine, shall we continue with the presentation and then continue with the questions? I think it was a good
Kritika, your voice is
match between the presentation.
Kritika, your
Can
voice
you hear me now?
is low.
Yeah, Deepika, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we go ahead with the presentation and then take up the questions?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I have mentioned about the academic support that is available to all the students, and this aids in not just your academic and personal growth, but of course your professional development as well. Now, in addition to this, when you're staying in the halls of accommodation on campus, there's a lot of facilities that are available, which are known as the study rooms, which are in the same building that you're probably staying in, or in the same area that you're probably staying in. And this is again very nice for group discussions and group study and or even individual study. So this is something again that I would recommend to to use as much as possible. Now, something which all like especially in today's times is paid a lot of attention is the mental health and well-being support that is being offered. So we have a dedicated counseling team which helps students with any kind of issues that they are facing, and the service is completely free of cost for the students. And in case of any kind of issues which you don't feel very comfortable sharing with anyone, there is a dedicated team which will keep what you share with them very confidential, and they are very easy to approach, and something you should definitely look at in case you're not in the best of your mental health. In addition to that, walk from the main campus. Now coming to a very interesting topic, that's the student life at Henley Business School. And again, I apologize to everyone because of the technical glitch and the mess up that's been happening. But if you have any follow-up questions or any questions, basically, if you have towards the end, I'll be more than happy to get on a call with you, or have email exchanges, or just have a general catch up. So we have the Red Award Employability Skills Certificate, which is given by the university on completing certain number of hours in employability. That's when you're working part-time, certain number of hours when you attend these professional and personal development classes, and certain hours for volunteering. So when you complete the respective number of hours in these activities, you are awarded the Employability Skills Certificate, which is a great addition to the CV. I've spoken about the clubs and societies. So if you have any specific questions about the clubs and societies, I will be more than happy to answer those for you, because they add a great fun element to the student life when you're abroad. So again, fairs and events happen throughout the year, at least you have multiple events throughout the week. Try attending as many of those as possible, and these are generally held after the classes are over, so that more number of students can attend those. So try signing up for these, and these can be signed up on, again, the My Jobs online platform that I was talking about earlier. And this is something again which is which will add points in giving you the Red Award Employability Skills Certificate. Now, a lot of you will be like, okay, what is the timetable like? How many hours will I have to attend classes? how many hours is self-study, how many hours is group study. So generally speaking, the class structures, your classes will be anywhere between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And it's not like you'll have classes throughout the day. Your subjects will be divided all across the week. And depending on the modules that you choose, your class will be either for 2 hours, like say 2 to 6 hours a day. And you might have a day off, which you have to utilize for self-study, group assessments, group assignments, and going to the library, attending events, and so on. Now, what is it to live like in Reading? So how I describe it is that you are getting access to one of the greatest places in the world, that's London, but still you don't have to pay the price of staying in London, because London is overall very expensive when you compare the same thing to, like, let's say Reading, because Reading is a place where you have everything available. Like you have great malls, you have a lot of pubs, you have a lot of exciting activities with your friends as well. So overall, it's a great experience. And anyway, if you do want to visit London, it's available at just a 25-minute train away. So if you have any follow-up questions on these, I will again be more than happy to help you. So please feel free to ask those in the chat box. Now, these are just some of the pictures from my time at Henley. And we did have, international study trips way back in 2018, 2019. In the top left corner, it's our, it was the visit to Moscow in Russia, where we had, where someone was asking about the pros and cons of studying at Henley. So this is something that we did as a cohort. We traveled through the university. What you see on the bottom left and somewhere in the middle is, again, bottom left is our visit to London. And again, the entire group picture is our visit to Poland and like the Wrocław, basically. So all these were our meetings with different entrepreneurs in different countries and helping them in addressing issues that they are facing in their business or helping them grow their business. So learning through these experiences is, what you can apply later in life as well. And if you see the picture of us all having like lunch together, that's Tony Whitehorn, and he was the ex-CEO of Hyundai. So we had actually won a competition. The events that I was just talking about earlier, you do get to collect points as well, and whoever has the highest points has a great bumper prize in the end. So for us, it was lunch with the ex-CEO of Hyundai, and that's something you might not add in your CV, but definitely something that you add in the book of life. And when you see us wearing those, the picture where I'm wearing that jacket, it's a volunteering event that I had gone for. And again, great experience. And that's a picture from a graduation in the bottom right. And again, like here to help, that's again from one of the volunteering activities that we had done on campus. So now living on campus. So it's again, there are different kinds of accommodation that are available. Hall's Hotline, where you have access to someone to help you throughout the day, throughout the night, regarding any issue that you're facing. And security and maintenance. This is something that I would want to speak a little more about. This is something where, in case you are moving from one point of the university to the other point of the university, let's say from point A to point B, and you're not, it's say at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you can actually call the security and maintenance in the university, like keep a watch over you through the security cameras and see that you reach your location safely. Or you can even, ask them for a drop. So you can call them and say, I'm not feeling very safe right now. Can you please drop me from one end to the other end? And they actually do that for you. And of course, you can't use this facility every day. It's on a very specific case-on-case basis. Say if you're traveling. So one of my friends had used this when she was traveling at 3 o'clock in the morning for an early morning flight. And she wanted them to drop her from her halls to the bus stand. So that's when you use this kind of facility, because it's a very great thing to have, in addition to the different kinds of facilities that are available on campus. Again, you have wardens and hall mentors who are always available to help you in case of any issues. And your hall's life is something again which is a lot of fun. So here you get to make gingerbread, have a lot of Christmas parties, Diwali parties, celebrate all festivals together, Easter egg hunting, and so on. Again, since it's a campus, we have a supermarket as well as a bank available on campus itself. We offer different kinds of programs, both undergraduate and postgraduate, and different kinds of degrees: accounting, business and management, finance, masters in management, and real estate and planning. So what you see on your screens now is exhaustive list of programs, and same is available on the website. In case you have questions regarding any of the programs, again, please always feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Now, to focus on our Masters in Management program, we have, it is a very well-ranked program, ranked 11 in the UK. It is inspired by our flagship MBA program. And when you're studying the Masters in Management program, one of the key highlights is that you'll have the International Study Challenge. For example, I had gone to Moscow for a week and Ratva for a week for the International Study Challenge. So similarly, most of the business and management program have like these international study challenges where you go to different places, either somewhere in UK or somewhere in Europe. And this is again, excellent place to network and meet people from different countries, different backgrounds, and expand your network. Now, our Masters in Finance ranked 7 in the UK and 39 in the world. It is an accredited program by the CISI Institute, and it is only one of the 8 universities in the UK to hold this status. We have 100 trading simulation terminals, which are supported by Refinitiv and Bloomberg. And this is something, again, that I want to stress on and highlight on. So in case you are someone who's interested in trading, knowing more about how the stock market works, there's a dedicated place where you can learn how to do that with us. And this is supported by big companies like Refinitiv and Bloomberg. Now, when you're studying the Masters in Finance, you also gain partial exemptions from the CISI and Capital Markets Diploma. When you're studying the Masters in Finance, it also enhances your career prospects because you will be studying CFA Level 1 as a part of the program itself. Now, you must remember that when you choose Masters in Finance, you must have a quant background because it will be a great addition to you when you study the Masters in Finance, and everything won't be a complete, you won't be completely lost when you're studying this particular program. Now, speaking about the entry requirements, what can get you into a postgraduate program with us. So you require a 2-1 equivalent of, for most finance programs, you require quant. And we do have IELTS waivers as well. In case you have secured more than 70% or above in your CBSE or ICSE, or more than 75% for other state boards, you will be given an IELTS waiver. And in case you do want to write, in case you're not satisfied with the requirement, you can write IELTS with a 6.5 overall with no element less than 6. And for information management programs, it's 6.5 overall with no element less than 5.5. And recently, we have also added Duolingo as our, we do accept Duolingo as our, to give English language waivers. And in case you are someone who is, looking for an English language waiver through Duolingo, you can look at, getting a score of, hello? Yeah, in case you are someone who is looking for a waiver, if you're looking for someone who is willing to write Duolingo, you will be requiring a overall score of 110 with no subject score of less than 90. And if it's a program which that's for information management programs, and if it's for the other programs where you require 6.5 overall with no element less than 6, you require an overall score of 110 with no element less than 95. And scholarship questions, I'll be more than happy to take towards the end. Our scholarship applications are open. So if you have already received the offer, please do apply for scholarships. And the process of application of scholarship is very simple. You don't have to pay the deposit in order to apply for scholarship. You can apply for scholarship even before paying the deposit. We have multiple scholarships available, and they're both subject specific scholarship as well as a sanitary scholarship. So again, if you have any doubts about scholarship, you can feel free to ask me in the question section, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. Now, scholarships are open to everyone, provided that you have an offer with us. I hope everyone has downloaded the Kahoot app, because we will be beginning the quiz shortly, and I hope everyone's able to see the questions and really enjoy the quiz. Okay, so the other thing that I want to share is that we do not have an application fee for any of our programs. Hello.
Hello.
Deepika, can you hear me? Deepika,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, great. So we do not have an application fee for any of our programs. And so, there shouldn't be anything that's stopping you from making an application. Okay, so now coming to the required list of documents, you can always feel free to approach your SIUK counselor. Yes, so you can always feel free to approach your SIUK counselor, and they'll be more than happy to help you with regard to collecting of your documents and everything. So basically, you will be requiring your statement of purpose, 2 letters of recommendations, your transcripts, your IELTS score in case you're applying via IELTS, or you can submit your 12th grade marks card in case you're looking for an IELTS waiver, and of course Duolingo if you're applying for Duolingo. So that's it from my end. Deepika, if you have any questions, let's take those questions and then we should move to the quiz.
Thank you, Kritika, for such a knowledgeable presentation. We are now moving towards the Q&A session again.
Yes.
The question the student is asking, is recommendation contact details through or LOR required? Hello? Hello, Kritika, can you hear me?
So yes, we do require the LOR, and we require. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, Deepika?
Now your voice is coming very blurred.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Deepika, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
1 second. Yeah, is it better now? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yes, we do require a letter of recommendations, and we'll be needing 2 letters of recommendation. Yes. So, and we'll be needing 2 letters of recommendations from you. You can take both letter of recommendations from a professor, and let's say you graduated a couple of years back, you can take 1 letter of recommendation from a professor and 1 from your employer.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question. Does the student has to wait until the university issues unconditional offer letter to book the accommodation, or the conditional offer letter enough? Also, when does the booking for accommodation opens?
Okay, that's a good question. So you don't have to wait for an unconditional offer to make the application for the accommodation. We do have a dedicated accommodation team. So if you have any questions with regard to accommodation, I would highly recommend that you approach them directly. And they're again very helpful in getting back to you really soon. So again, accommodation team is different. So I would suggest that you approach them and write them an email regarding the same. And when it comes to choosing an accommodation, just a few tips from my end. Make sure you decide like for how long you want to stay in that particular accommodation, which kind of room you would prefer, whether it's en suite or shared facilities, or whether it's catered, self-catered, depending on your preference and your budget. So have a thorough check, and then make the application for accommodation. You'll be given 3 choices. That's in order of your preference, and in most of the cases, the students do end up getting the preferences, provided that they make the application early.
Thank you, Kritika. The next question. Hey, after giving GMAT, do I still need to give IELTS exam? Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Hello, Kritika, can you hear us? We cannot hear you. Hello?
So GMAT isn't generally a requirement for our programs unless it's asked. But if you do have, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Hello?
Yes, Kritika, we can hear you now.
Great. So,
Hello?
yes, Deepika.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
Okay. The question is, even after giving GMAT, do we need to give IELTS exam?
Yes. So GMAT is not it will not be considered as a replacement for IELTS. In case you're looking for an IELTS waiver, you can submit your 12th grade marks card, provided you have more than 70% in CBSE or ICSE and more than 75% in state board. We also accept Duolingo now. So if you have more than 110 in overall and more than 95 for the requirements where we need 6.5 overall with no element less than 6, you can submit your Duolingo score as well.
Thanks, Ritika. The next question. Do you have any discount on early bird accommodation?
Again, for accommodation, what I would recommend is that you have a look at the website, and that's the best place. So the best bet what you can make in making an early application for accommodation is that you will be given your preferred choice. And if someone were to ask me like all recommendations, I would suggest for example, I had stayed in the Dunstan Crescent, which is a catered accommodation for the first 40 weeks, but I didn't feel like cooking on most of the days. And when I ended up making lots of friends while I was when I was there for like almost a year, I moved to Child's Halls, which is just a 2-minute walk from the lake. So I got both the best of both worlds. I got to stay with my friends as well as have catered accommodation and be close to the lake.
Thanks, Ritika. The next question. I have average grades but got 10 years of relevant experience in finance along with the level 1 CFA cleared. What are the chances of getting a scholarship?
So the amount of scholarship and the chances of scholarship depends on your scholarship essay, which is decided by the scholarship committee. So if you have 10 years of work experience and you have cleared CFA level 1, I would also be requiring your your undergrad percentage to get an understanding of and what you've worked as, what your role has been, to get a better picture. So for this, what I would suggest, I would actually want to know if you've already received the offer, please.
He have not mentioned that here. So
okay.
Yeah, the next.
Okay. So what I would suggest is that do make the application for scholarship.
Okay. So Kritika,
Yeah,
I think we have covered all the questions from the presentation, from the Q&A session, and
okay.
I would thank you for answering all the questions so well. And if you want to take this forward with some final words or something else, please take over.
Sure. Thank you so much, Deepika. And I'm extremely sorry again for the technical glitch. And for those who do want to take part, do we have enough time for the quiz, Deepika?
We are already 7 minutes ahead from the
Okay,
start.
no problem. So all those who do want to take part in the quiz, please drop me an email. You can see my email on the screen, and I will send you a link to the quiz. And I would recommend that you do take part in the quiz, because you can win exciting Henley goodies when you take part. So do drop me an email and share the link to the quiz. And you'll be given about 20 seconds per question, and you can answer those questions there. And again, thank you once again, Deepika, for hosting this. And I'm extremely sorry about the glitches.
No worries, Kritika. Thank you so much for your kind words. To all the audience, if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out Kritika. As an email ID is mentioned there. Also, you can contact the SIUK India team whenever you have any query. We will be more than happy to help you. And in the end, I would like to say thank you everyone for your valuable time today. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Take care.